Hi everyone, it's me here as per usual, BigFriendlyWarGamer. I'm going to do another sit and ramble like I normally do. And it's Thursday this week, it's the 20th of December, so 5 days away from Christmas and all that jazz and stuff. And yeah, so I'm doing this Thursday because it's been a bit of a hectic, crazy week. But I'll get into that in a minute. So I normally run through what I've got on my desk, so I'm going to do that quickly. Just organise my paints. There we go. So we've got the Warlord Titan, who never moves. We've got the Knights, which haven't moved. Finally, I actually got around to rebasing my Doom Ball, which is this big guy with his really, really big axe. So I may actually get to painting him at some point, but who knows. My 3 zombies for Hero Quest, which I haven't started yet. Got my 2 Chaos Warriors for Hero Quest, again not started. I've got my Captain in Gravis Armour, my Primaris Captain in Gravis Armour for my Blood Angels. We've got Old Slambo, which is another Chaos Warrior. He's used for Hero Quest. I can get rid of that. USB stick doesn't need to be there. We've got the 3 mummies, which I haven't really done any more on. We've got Terminator Captain for my Blood Angels, which I'll get to why I haven't done a lot recently. And we've got my Assault Squad. Now these are, all the red is almost finished. They need an edge highlight and a glaze, and then I can move on to other bits, which is probably what I'm going to do today. But I've also got all their jump packs here, which I'll get to, their weapons. Okay, we've got my Cryptek, my Necron Cryptek, who's not undercoated, not nothing. I built him yesterday because I was at a loose end. I thought I'd start building models. He's been sitting on my desk for probably about 6 months. I traded for him when we were at the Battle of Britain Club, so probably 6 or 7 months now. Nice model. Don't know if I'll ever use it, but who knows. And I actually built most of my Titanicus Reaver Titan. So this is, it's all magnetised. So you've got a magnet there, magnet in there. So it stays together, it's nice and secure. Yes, if you wobble it, it's going to fall off, but there you go. The Apocalypse Launcher is very secure. People said you didn't have to magnetise it, but I'm like, yeah, I'm going to magnetise it. And it's actually quite a stiff magnetised as well, so really happy with that. I've got its extra weapons, which is arm weapons I haven't magnetised yet. It's just, I was doing this about 1:30 this morning, and I was getting a bit tired, so I didn't magnetise them. Plus, I'm not sure how I'm going to magnetise them, so we'll get around to that eventually. But not today. Not today. Today we're going to be painting Blood Angels, and I'll explain why it's been a bit of a slow week. Took my nephew into Games Workshop on Sunday. We did a bit of painting, which was cool. Got that Tactical Sergeant finished. I finished my 5 Devastators from last week as well, and then I moved on to these, and I haven't really had time to do anything else. I'm getting ready for Christmas, and my nan now has been diagnosed with stomach cancer, and we told she hasn't got long now, so it kind of hit, and not looking forward to the next few months. I mean, everyone says about New Year and New Start, and I don't know. One thing I do know, New Year, this desk is going to change. I'm thinking about turning it around the other way, but we'll see. I just have to see, because I've got to strip the whole desk off first. So yeah, we'll see when it comes around. I'm sure I'll start in the new year once I've given myself a bit of a break from painting. But for now, let's paint. So we did have our last club session of the year on Monday. I played some 30k and some 40k. The 40k game was really good because it was a very close game. Even though it was supposed to be me teaching a guy how to play, very close game. He's really learning the game really quite well. Blood Angels came out on top just about, and yeah, I didn't think it would be as good a game as it was, but it was. So very happy. The 30k game, which I was running a Trove and Treachery game, which is where you got 4 players all against each other, or between 3 and 5, I would say, players, but all against each other. You can do dirty tricks, you can make alliances and stuff like that, and that was a good game as well. So ended the club year on a good note. A little bit of a discussion about what we're doing with Blood Bowl next year. I want to start off a new league in February, and everyone seems willing to do that. Just you've got to be a bit committed rather than jumping in and out of it this time, because I'm changing the format a little bit, so it'll be a more dedicated Blood Bowl league than you just got to pay 5 out of say 12 people. We're making it so you got to play everyone. So there won't be any friendly games next year. It will all be all league, and there's going to be a cup running alongside the league as well. So yeah, it'll be just a chance to give some teams who are at the lower end of the league last season a bit of a boost. So I may run 2 different cups simultaneously, but we'll see. We will see. But yeah, my painting's been quite slow with things going on. I've been wrapping presents up as well. But it's been a hard week. In some ways, I'm kind of glad I'm not working, because I don't think anyone would be getting my best this week. But it is what it is. So yeah, like I said, I normally talk about my week, but generally speaking, there's not a lot to talk about anymore. Yeah, just getting on with things, you know. So that's the sergeant edge highlighted. Got the 2 guys who are going to be carrying the melter guns, and these guys are most assault squads, Space Marine assault squads, can't carry melter guns, but Blood Angels ones can. So why not take advantage of it and have 2 melter guns in a squad? Now, melter guns aren't as powerful as they used to be in 40k, but they are still powerful in their own right. One melter gun was easily capable of destroying a tank with 1 shot in 7th edition, and they can't do that now. But 2 melter guns at short range is actually enough to kill a tank, and it's enough to kill most things. So it's still a viable target, a viable option, should I say, not target, because I wouldn't be shooting at them. So yeah, it's I mean, it would be nice for me to be able to equip the sergeant with a melter pistol as well, but my sergeant is a metal model, and I'm not ripping the plasma pistol off of him, because that would take a lot of work, and I can't be bothered. And plus all my sergeants are metal anyway, so they can stay that way. So with Christmas coming up, it's not likely that I'll be doing a sit and a ramble next week. I may sit and build for a little while. I don't know yet. It all depends on when I'm free. I'm probably going into Games Workshop on a Thursday to because they do this thing called their unboxing day, which is normally the day after Boxing Day, where you can take in your models that you've got for Christmas and open them up and build them and stuff. So I'll probably go there to do that, just so I've got a bit of firstly, so I can get out of the house, and secondly, so I've got a bit of people around, you know what I mean? I don't know. We'll have to see. Who knows what could happen in a week? That's what I keep saying to our parents. Don't jump thinking you're gonna be stuck in this situation forever. Things can change. Everyone has to realise that, like, the situation you're in at the moment won't be like that forever. It'll always change. So, I mean, this is coming from a guy who's dealt with depression for years. I know things will change. I know there'll be things that'll put a smile on my face and stuff like that. I mean, it's weird. I mean, the last week or so, some people who suffer with depression have a lack of feeling. They are kind of numb to things, and I've been feeling a little bit like that of late. So I've been watching stupid YouTube videos of like scary YouTube stuff, see if I can kind of make myself jump or shock myself, and I just end up falling asleep in front of them. So yeah, it's hard to deal with it sometimes, especially when there's other things going on. And I can't be bothering other people with how I'm feeling and stuff. So, because everyone's got stuff on, you know. And I'm okay, you know what I mean. I'm not feeling down in the dumps or anything like that. It's just kind of feeling not a lot, if you know what I mean. Yeah, maybe you don't. I don't know. But yeah, it's going to be a bit weird not being at the club for 2 weeks. I miss my friends and stuff like that, but I had this whole idea with I'd be getting some painting done and stuff, but I don't know what's going to be happening now. I've just got to take it one day at a time. I mean, I'm doing well up to this point in the month. I've painted 24 models this month, I think. So I'm doing quite well. Was it 26? I can't remember. Quite a lot. I think I'm 14 away from hitting 250. So, and I think I'll hit that, because these assault marines, although I've got to do their jump packs as well, which I actually need to base coat them. Hopefully I can get them base coated tomorrow, but we'll see. Literally all I need to do is stick them on sticks and spray them, and that's base coated. Then they can be paint base coated and brought up to the same colour that these guys are, so it shouldn't take too much. I actually want to think about getting my Reaver Titan undercoated tomorrow as well. This is my Titanicus Reaver Titan. The 40k Reaver Titan is kind of taking a back shelf for a while. I was doing a little video blog about it, but things happened and just, yeah, it's not at the top of my priority list at the moment. Like I've been reluctant. I could have made time and done this video Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'm kind of forcing myself to do it today as well, but I want to get some painting done. Like today is the first day where I'm not ahead of where I should be with my like present wrapping and stuff like that, but I'm not behind either. I've not got a lot left to wrap, so I figure why not get some painting done. I could be painting until 2 or 3 in the morning, maybe watching crap on YouTube like I always do. But yeah, it's it was good. It was good sitting in Games Workshop and painting with my friends and my nephew. We were supposed to be having my nephews here tomorrow, because I haven't seen the younger one for quite a while, but we've all had things going on, so it's nothing to be done about it. The older one, he's just starting to get into 40k. So it's great that I've got something in common with him. I just wish that there was something I could do with the other nephew so he doesn't feel left out. But what can I do? I was thinking about maybe in the new year, see how money is, and thinking about taking them both go-karting or something like that, but I don't know. So yeah, people set New Year's targets and resolutions and crap like that, and I haven't really. I've set myself targets for the year, but not made myself promises as such. My targets have all revolved around how many models I'm going to paint and that kind of stuff. So I've done well. I've hit my targets for 3 years running now. Yeah, 2016, 2017, 2018. Of course, with 2018 I hit my target quite a while ago. So it's kind of left me able to not have to focus on getting one certain thing painted. Just painting what I want to paint. To be honest, that's what I've done most of the year, but I've not had, except for when I was painting the Necrons for the tournament, I've not had things that I have to get painted, if you know what I mean. So And I prefer it like that. I don't like working to timetables, which is probably why I've never worked office jobs and stuff like that, but it's something I'm going to have to learn to work to. Especially since I'm looking at changing my career in the new year. Don't want to be doing warehousing anymore. I know it's going to come up that I might have to. But it's going to be on my terms. I'm not going to be working every night of the week and stuff like that. I want a day job. I want a bit of respect in the company that I work for, you know what I mean? I mean, when I quit my job back in the summer, and I put my CV up on the Indeed website, I think it was, I can't remember now. I actually had a phone call from someone asking me if I was still looking for a warehouse job. And back at the time I said, no, I'm looking at getting out of warehousing. And they said, well, just give them a call back if I ever change my mind. No, I didn't ask what the job was about. I wasn't that bothered. But if I've had people interested in my CV once, I'm sure I will again. So he can go up there now as well. And yeah, I'm going to have this gap in my job history and whatever now, but so what? If they want to know what I've been doing for the 3 months I've not been working, they can come and watch this if they want. You know, so it's all on video, warts and all. I talk honestly if I can. So yeah, so this new Blood Bowl league that I'm looking at running at the club, it's I don't know how to have it follow on from last season. I think what I need to do is actually read the league stuff for Blood Bowl that is in the rule book and see what they suggest, because there's going to be a few new people that are going to be starting again. There's going to be people who have existing teams, and so some of their players will start with skills and stuff like that, like my team for example. I can't retire my team purely because they won the cup, so they're kind of like reigning champions, which is fine. It means I don't have to paint a new Blood Bowl team for the new season, so that's great. But yeah, I need to read up on how to do a follow-up season. So I'm pretty sure how I was saying about doing it, where people carry money over and stuff like that, was right. But maybe not. It will make it a bit too powerful for the people who hoarded money and stuff like that. So I mean, if it comes down to where we're starting afresh again, then I will probably be changing teams to dwarfs or something, but I don't know yet. So this is a submarine number 5. And you may have noticed, you may not have noticed, I'm not actually painting their heads. Blood Angel Assault Marines have yellow helmets, so basically what I'm doing is painting the red armour, painting everything else, and then I'm going to do the yellow helmet afterwards. The problem is painting yellow over a red is quite annoying, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. It's not like I'm a bit of a inexperienced guy at painting, so yeah, it'll be fine. And some of these guys, some of them have got swords and some of them have got axes, but they're not power weapons as such, because back when these guys were built, Space Marines could just have a sword or an axe. They were close combat weapons, rather than a specific chainsword, because now chainswords have got a rule where they get +1 attack, but so I just say to my opponent, look, they've all got chainswords, and no one's had a problem with it so far. Look, I've only played one game with him, granted, but he didn't have a problem with it, so it shouldn't be a problem. It's annoying because, like, in 30k, your assault marines could have close, like, power weapons. And it would make sense for a veteran of the squad to have like a power weapon, but you know, it is what it is. Of course, with it being Christmas, I had to go and have my mullet cut off. So I'm a bit tidier than normal. I had a shave earlier as well, but I hate being clean shaven. I'm just weird. But that's just me. I hate having a thick beard, but I also hate being clean shaven, so I normally leave it a couple of weeks before I have an actual shave and then just shave it all off. So one thing I've been quite interested in, Mini Wargaming have their new Painting Academy thing in their vault. Now, I've been painting for quite a while, and even I use painting tutorial videos from time to time. The spindle drones from Blackstone Fortress that I painted last week, they were done to Warhammer TV's way of painting. They have their own YouTube channel, and even the bases were as well. So if you want a decent quick way of painting spindle drones, have a look at that. It's really quite good. And I've used Mini Wargaming's painting tutorials from time to time. I've used Warhammer TVs as well. Sometimes I've just looked up on YouTube for specific what I want to paint. Like, the one thing that I've struggled with is painting the underside of like a wolf cloak, like all the fleshy side. So I was looking around for that and I couldn't find anything. But yeah, they've started this Painting Academy thing. Now, granted, I've only seen the intro for it, So I don't know what it's actually like. I may go online later and have a look at it a bit further. But it looks like a really good idea. I mean, if you're new to the hobby, a mini wargaming vault membership, it works out, I think it's £27 a year or something like that. If you're new to the hobby, you're learning how to play the games, you're learning how to paint. It's really quite useful at the moment. Of course, you have to get the silver one, which is the middle subscription. Getting the gold membership for anyone outside Canada is kind of pointless, but they don't advertise enough of what you get with the vault. You get discounts on some gaming websites, so you get like when I looked, it was some gaming mat sites you can get discounts on, some stuff for terrain. Some people, when they're doing commission painting, will give you discounts as well. So it's really quite good. I mean, if you're part of a gaming club or run a gaming club or a group of friends who just get together and want to have a bit of a mixture of terrain, just by their discount codes alone, you could probably make your vault membership back in a couple of transactions quite easily. So, well, one, if you're willing to buy a reasonable size of stuff. I mean, it's something we're looking at the club is buying some more terrain. We need to sort out what we've got first, but because basically when we run the club, we charge each member a £3 fee if they're playing games. Which £3 not bad, because half of that goes to the Conservative Club. It's their fee for us using the hall, and then half of that goes into our kitty for terrain and stuff. Because at the end of the day, we've got to keep it fresh. We've got to bring some new terrain to the club from time to time. So that's basically what it does. And we haven't bought any terrain for a while, so the money's kind of just building up a little bit. So we're going to look at some pre-painted terrain in the new year. Once we've sorted out some of the older stuff and we decide what we're going to do with it. And it's got, I suggest, if you're looking at running the club, you have pre-painted terrain. I mean, unless you've got someone in your group who loves painting terrain, like we used to. He moved away a little while ago, a couple of years ago now. He just, like, because he could literally, he'd blitz a gaming table, get it all painted really quite quick. We haven't got anyone who's willing to do that now, so gaming mats and pre-painted terrain is probably the best way to go. Talking terrain, I've actually got to look at my own supply of terrain and see what I'm going to do with it, because I have quite a lot and it's all unpainted. So at some point I need to have some terrain time and get some of it done. Maybe I could put that in my pledge for the year to get some terrain painted. I don't know yet. I know I'll probably say to myself it would be 200, get 200 models painted again. Now, with this bit of time I've got on my hands up till when I get a new job, I could get loads painted I might get none, I don't know yet. This time I've been off, I've really enjoyed painting. Obviously with family things going on, I don't know if I'll get the painting time like I had been, which is fine. It's family, so you do what you have to do for family. So I've got 3 more to do. Like I said, I'd like to get these Titans done as well. I've got 14 models to do for the year, and then I've hit my 250, which was my updated target when I left work. I quit the agency. But we'll see. We'll see if I think I'll hit that target, because with Blood Angels, getting the red armor done is the slowest part for me. Now, unfortunately, I've got to do the backpacks as well. Jump packs, sorry, not backpacks. Which I've actually got to, before I start painting them, I need to go through my Blood Angels and find all my other jump packs, because I'm a little bit OCD when it comes to stuff like that. So I want the whole squad to have the same identical jump pack, because at the moment the ones they've got, some of them are old jump packs with like big gaps in the molds, and I don't like them ones, so I may have to, and I know somewhere I've got lots of jump packs, so probably with my other Assault Marines, so I'll have to root them out. They may even be sprayed already, in which case it'll be a lot easier to get them painted, because spray painting in the weather that it is at the moment isn't the best thing. It's really damp. I wouldn't say it's freezing cold, but it's not warm. So the damp's not too much of a problem, because during the day I can spray in. We've got an alleyway between our house and next door, so I could spray paint in the alleyway. That's not a problem. But the wind and the cold is kind of annoying. But we'll see. Of course, with that Warlord Titan still sitting on my desk, it's kind of bugging me that it's still there, and it isn't like it's what I've got left to do on it isn't a quick thing. It's has striping on the shoulder, and some detailing on its guns and stuff. It's not going to be done. It's a full painting session, but even if I do get that done, it's still going to be sitting on my desk because I don't have a case for it. So I may have to invest in a new case with some pluck foam, and have a dedicated Titanicus case, because now I've also built this Reaver Titan. So, and this Reaver Titan that I've got here is the Titanicus scale guy for my 40k Reaver Titan. So I think I've shown you the scale with the Knights before, like how different in scale they are. And the Reaver Titan is a lot bigger than a Knight. I mean, the Knight roughly comes up to just above his knee. So yeah, it's the Reaver Titan is going to be a big project. the 40k Rubitine, that is, if I ever get to it. If I win the lottery, I promise I will do nothing but build and paint that Rubitine. But then again, if I win the lottery, I've got plans for a... See, I've got these ideas, but obviously they need money. I mean, people have opened up these gaming cafes and stuff like that. I mean, there's one in Watford that I know of. I've never been to one myself. But what I quite like the idea of is to have a gaming pub. So you have a rather big pub. Well, when I say a big pub, it doesn't matter if the bar's that big. But reasonable size hall. And you charge on the door for people coming in to use the hall. And you would have a gaming club running out of it as well. So basically, any time that the hall isn't booked for, let's say, parties or whatever, people could just come in, book a table, and and game. I love that idea, and obviously it'll be a bar as well. Sell food, not particularly great food. It would be like wargaming food, so it'd be burgers and chips and stuff like that. But yeah, I quite like the idea of running something like that. Obviously, I would need help, but we can dream. But who knows? Who knows? Like I said, who knows what the future holds? I could win the lottery next week and find a decent pub and do that in. You never know. So I'm coming up to my... I think I've got about 15 minutes left of my hour. And I know I've literally just sat here and edge highlighted Space Marines, but you got to do what you got to do. And I want to get these done. Like I've said before, this has been a project that's been a long time in the making. Getting my battle company finished, and I want to get it done now. You know, it's you've got people who are doing these similar painting videos online, sit in paints like people do. One of the guys that I follow is Mini Wargamer J. He used to work for Mini Wargaming, and he's doing he's going through his collection one army at a time, and just painting until he's got it all done. He did it with his Tyranids, and Tyranids are generally a swarm army, so there's a lot of models. He's now doing it with his Orcs. His Orcs is going to take him forever, but he's quite determined to do it, and I know I won't be able to stick to something like that, because I mean, it's only a matter of time before I get bored of painting Blood Angels. But if I can just set myself the target of getting my battle company finished and having that full company be able to deploy fully painted, I'll be happy. And now I can move on to, say, my Necrons. I've got about 80 Necron warriors to paint. I've got maybe 5 Immortals, 5 Praetorians, 5 Lich Guard, quite a few Flyers, got the Ghost Arcs. I've got a lot still to paint. But if I decided to do that, I mean, the vehicles would take me a while, but I did promise to myself I'd get more vehicles painted next year, which is going to be Blood Angels as well. I want to get some more Blood Angel vehicles painted, because I find myself more and more limiting my army to what I've got fully painted. So of course with Blood Angels it means the same Predator gets deployed all the time, which is my autocannon heavy bolter Predator, which isn't the best loadout for it. I mean, you can give it las cannons. So double las cannon or quadruple las cannon Predator would be quite good. And I have one of them. I've also got 2 bow Predators as well, which are assault cannon heavy bolters, because I don't like all the flamers on a tank. This makes it way too short range. As much as it looks cool, but even in 7th edition it wasn't particularly great. But yeah, so I've got 3 Predators to paint. I've also got 3 Predators for my World Eaters to paint, which, yeah, I've got to get them started at some point. My iPad pings. I don't know what they're going to be like to paint though. So I've started doing some. I was doing some work on my Spartan for my World Eaters a couple of months ago, and he's actually not far from being finished, but he's awkward because he's got race tracks. So it's kind of difficult to get into the recesses with the white. So at some point I'm probably just going to take a brush to him painting white paint, but that's fine. I will see. Who knows? So yeah, I think what I'll basically do is, once I've finished edge highlighting this guy, I will call the video there, and hopefully get to glazing these guys tonight and working on the details. There's some other bits and pieces. I need to look through some old boxes. I've had people asking me for old epic scale ruins, which I think I might have. I'm not sure. I've got the old Titan Legions box, which is in my storage cupboard. My travel through the ages of storage of wargaming stuff. I haven't opened that box in a long time, so I can't actually remember what's in it. I'm pretty sure there's old cardboard buildings, but there may be some old plastic bits as well. So I'll have a look at that. But he's not going to get, the guy who's asking isn't going to get all of it, because I want some as well. So I want to give my Titans a bit of look like they're walking through a city, because most of the time they're going to be. So yeah, the terrain that we've got at the club for Titanicus is mostly cities stuff. It's the right scale. It's a drop zone commander board, but it works fine. So some of the guys tried out some other terrain, Badlands stuff, like rocky outcrops and stuff like that, and that worked perfectly fine as well. So we'll see. But yeah, I've finished edge highlighting all 10 Assault Marines now. I'm going to call the video there, I think. Thank you very much for listening to me this year. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do a ramble next week. With Christmas being the Tuesday is normally the day I would do it. I'll have to play it by ear. We'll see. But thank you very much. As I lick my brush, for listening to me rambling my rubbish for a whole year. I'm hoping to do more battle reports for next year. Obviously, it'll have to be at the club because I don't have gaming space here, and hopefully it won't take me 6 months to edit them this time. I've still got one on my laptop which is supposed to go on the Batlux page, and hopefully I'll get that done in the next couple of days, but we'll see. Thank you very much. I will see you again next time. Bye bye.